It's 2025! Yay! This is my New Year's dance. I want to give you 12 words to start your English language learning journey for 2025. Now, these are advanced words, but you can also use them to either reflect on 2024 or discuss what you want to achieve in 2025. Now, I hope you all have a goal. It doesn't have to be an English goal, but a goal for 2025. I have two. My first is I want to read a book a month. And my second is I want to do more physical activity. I like playing sports. I like going to the gym, but I never seem to find time. So I want to be more active in 2025. Let me know down below what you want to do more of in 2025 or what you want to start doing this year. So let's get straight into our 12 words for your English journey this year. The first one, adversity. Adversity. Now, adversity means difficulties, complicated situations, misfortune, unfortunate situations. So you may reflect on your previous year and say, 2024 was full of adversity for me. Or, in this year, I want to see as little adversity as possible. Or I want to tackle adversity with positivity. You want to get through these difficult times with positive thoughts. You may say 2024 was full of adversity for me, and I'm hoping this year will be better. A very nice phrase that I want to share with you is, in times of adversity, true character is revealed. Meaning, in difficult times, when things aren't going the way you want them to, that is when your true character shows. Do you get angry very quickly? Do you get annoyed at the people around you? Do you shut down and stop speaking to all the people you like and love because you're stressed about this thing? Your true character is revealed when you face adversity. Benevolent. Benevolent. Now, this is a very advanced word, and honestly, you wouldn't use it that often in conversation, but it's a very nice word to know because benevolent, or describing someone as being benevolent, means they show kindness and goodwill. They're very kind, they're very generous, they're always helping. They do everything they can to help the people around them, to support the people around them. So you might say you want to be more benevolent for 2025. Or you felt that you behaved in a benevolent way in the previous year and you want to continue doing that next year. Perhaps a company you like, you admire, has said they want to do more benevolent actions in the next year. Vibrant. Vibrant. This is a lovely word because it means full of energy, life, bright and colourful. Maybe your New Year's Eve was vibrant. Maybe you met very vibrant people in the last year and you want to meet more vibrant people next year. Or maybe your goal yourself is to be more vibrant, have more energy, be more bright and colourful for the people around you. You can also use vibrant to just describe something that was very colourful. For example, the vibrant colours of the sky. The very beautiful, lots of colours in the sky. Tenacious. Tenacious. Tenacious is another way of saying determined. If someone is tenacious, it means they set a goal and they really work towards this goal. They don't stop working towards this goal, no matter what happens. So you might say, I'm going to be tenacious with my English learning this year. I'm going to make sure by the end of this year, I can speak in a way that I want. Or my attitude last year was very tenacious and I want to continue that into the next year. My friend is tenacious and I want to be like her next year. Intricate. Intricate means very detailed or complicated, complex. Perhaps you want to set an intricate plan for yourself, a detailed, complex plan for yourself. I have created an intricate roadmap for all my plans and goals for 2025. A detailed plan, roadmap just means how you're going to achieve something. Achieving intricate goals requires determination, tenacity. That's the noun for tenacious. Tenacity, realistic ideas and paths. Or perhaps you have a goal. For example, you want to move to another country or study in another country. Study another course, get your master's, your postdoctorate. You might say, I have looked at this in intricate detail and it is possible for next year. Proactive. Now, I love this word and I have covered it in other videos, but it's still relevant. Proactive means you don't just talk about doing something, you do it. So you create or control the situation rather than responding to it after it's happened. So if I say to you or to my students, you need to be proactive with your English learning. What I mean is you don't just watch videos and allow them to go in one ear and out the other, but you actively sit down and you write each word that you don't know and you create examples and you create lessons for yourself. You are proactive in your English learning. You're not just waiting for someone to come and teach you new words, but you are figuring out how you can learn without a teacher, by yourself. You might also say, I'm going to be proactive next year and find an English teacher. So instead of just watching YouTube videos, you find an English teacher. Or I'm going to be proactive next year and ask for a promotion or work towards a promotion. You're going to do the things necessary to get you that promotion. Incentive. Now, an incentive is something that you have or someone gives you that makes you want to achieve your goal. So if I ask you, what is your incentive for learning English? You might say, I have an English girlfriend, or I want to apply for a job, or my children speak English and I want to help them with their homework, or a company that I admire just opened their headquarters in my city, but I don't speak English well enough to apply for the job. Your incentive is your reason why. And often, if you don't have an incentive, it's very difficult to stay motivated. You know, I'll be truly honest and transparent with you. An incentive for people to make YouTube videos is the money that YouTube pays. And to be honest and transparent, I don't earn a lot of money from my YouTube videos. So my incentive to keep making them is to reach that higher pay grade. And if that wasn't there, I probably wouldn't keep making the videos. Not because I don't like it or because I don't enjoy teaching English, but the amount of time and effort I put into my videos doesn't match the amount that I am getting back. So if YouTube took that away and said we are lowering the amount that YouTubers get paid, I would then not have that incentive to keep making the videos. So often you need something that motivates you, an incentive to keep you going, keep you focused on learning English, losing weight, going to the gym, learning a third language, traveling to more countries, speaking to strangers. Whatever your goal is, you will have an incentive. Desire. Now this is just you want something, but you don't just want it, you desire it. So instead of saying next year I want to speak 3 languages, next year I want to be able to go hiking by myself, next year I want to learn how to cook. You can say I desire, or my desire is to learn how to cook. I have a desire to go hiking. There's a bit more passion involved when you use the word desire. Consolation. Now, consolation is the comfort that somebody receives after a loss or disappointment. So let's say you don't reach your goals. What is the consolation? For example, let's say my goal is to speak German fluently by the end of 2025. I don't manage that, but the consolation is I am at an intermediate level. I can comfort myself by saying, okay, I didn't reach my goal, but I am a lot further than I was in 2024. So think about what you achieved in 2024 and what you didn't. And think about what's the consolation here? How can I comfort myself? Maybe I didn't achieve this goal, but what did I get instead? And a really nice phrase that English people like to use is, if it's any consolation. And what they're saying when they use this phrase is, I want to offer you comfort by telling you this. So in 2024, you set the goal, you wanted to run a marathon, but you only managed to go running once a week. So you didn't feel prepared enough to run a marathon. And you say, I feel really disappointed. I didn't achieve my goal of running a marathon. And I might say, if it's any consolation, you look fantastic and you've been running once a week, every week for the past year, which is more than me. I haven't even been running once this year. We kind of say it as a way of comforting a person that's feeling disappointed or like they lost something, they didn't achieve something. Reassurance. Now, of course, we can reassure someone, you will achieve your goals, don't worry. But you can also use it to kind of comfort yourself or tell yourself it will happen. For example, I set ambitious goals for the new year, but I am reassured, or I find comfort in the reassurance that small steps lead to big changes. I faced a lot of adversity last year, but I am reassured by the fact that I also made a lot of interesting friends and relationships along the way. I've set a lot of goals for this year, maybe too many goals, but it's the reassurance that I am making progress, no matter how small. So again, you're comforting yourself. You didn't achieve what you wanted, or something feels not in your reach, but you can be reassured, feel more comfort in this fact. Come back, to make a comeback. Now, this is fantastic because, for example, in 2024, and I just thought about this when I was giving you the example about a marathon with the consolation vocab, the consolation word, I didn't go running once last year, which is kind of disappointing because I enjoy running and okay, I did other sports, other activities, but running is free and running is pretty easy to do. You just leave your house. It doesn't matter how fast or slow you go. But I just realized I didn't go once last year, which is kind of disappointing. So I could say, I'm going to make a comeback next year. I'm going to run once a week. A comeback means you didn't achieve it last year, but don't worry, you're not finished yet. You're going to come back stronger, better, more motivated. I lost my motivation with my English learning last year, but I'm going to make a comeback this year and book some English lessons with Teacher Catherine. And finally, my final word is presumably. Now, this is very similar to probably. But presumably, it just sounds a bit more advanced, and there's also this feeling that there's evidence in there. So instead of saying, I probably will achieve my goals next year because they are realistic, I could say, presumably, I'll achieve my goals next year. They are realistic. It sounds like there's evidence behind this. To presume something means to guess it, but guess it from the information you have. If I said to you, next year, I'm going to make sure I continue learning English because last year I just didn't do enough. You could respond, presumably you were very busy last year. So I guess from the information you've told me, you were busy and that's why you didn't achieve your goal. Or I didn't have enough time to start running last year. But now I have more time, my children aren't at home. I might say, presumably they've gone to university, or presumably they've grown up. They're not in the home with you. So I'm guessing from the information you've given me. Now, if you do feel like you want to have English lessons this year, please feel free to contact me. I'm always available to discuss your plan, your goals, your targets. No pressure to book any lessons. If you want to have a trial lesson, we can absolutely do that. But if you just want to continue being a subscriber on YouTube, that's okay too. Absolutely fine. I'm looking forward to making some fantastic videos for you this year, and I'm looking forward to reading all of your goals in the comments. So have a fantastic start to your year, fantastic week, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for your support. Bye-bye.